welcome back to my channel. I am Amanda and I like to bring you along with me as I try to organize my life. So today we are in the laundry room slash mudroom, and I know I want to reorganize things so that everything is in a little bit better of a place and more user-friendly. So I have a lot of storage in this room, and I actually probably am going to end up with cupboards that don't have anything in them yet, which I'm sure I'll be able to fill them up later. But I'm gonna do the best we can, not feel like I need to fill every space. So let's get going. I'm gonna just start moving things out and putting them in different places and see if that makes more sense. Let's go. Okay, so the first two cupboards that I have are basically towels and laundry materials, as well as light bulbs and then extra security system boxes. So these cupboards are both above the washer and dryer. They're hard to reach things and a little bit cluttered. So as far as the towels, I think I want to move those to a different spot because most of them are beach towels, which my kids use, and they cannot reach them up here. So every time they need a towel, they ask mom to get it for them, and I would like to put it in a place where they're able to get them themselves. As far as the laundry stuff, I have some extras in here for backups when we run out of things, and I'd like to put all of that in a separate place so it's not as cluttered. I don't even know what I have for light bulbs up here, so I just need to take a look and see what I have there and maybe organize it better, or this might just be what we stick with. And then I'm gonna leave the top shelf alone because that's fine the way it is right now. Okay, so for all the overstock and extra stuff that I have, I'm just gonna put it all in one corner on the counter and kind of deal with it later because I really am not sure where I'm gonna put it yet. Okay, so I kind of have evaluated what I have for light bulbs, and I would like to get some kind of bins to store these in, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna need. I went on Pinterest to take a look at different options for storing light bulbs because I'm not really sure the best way to do it. And basically it looks like just bins within bins. So I took a picture of what I have here to take with me to the store, which is usually what I do, since it's difficult to see what you have at home, what would fit in your area, and then bring that to the store. Okay, so next is one of those cupboards that's in a corner, so you have a lot of storage space that goes in the back here, but you can never get to it. So what do you do with it? Basically, the best thing I found is you just put stuff back there that you hardly ever have to get to. And right now there's just a lot of mishmash of things thrown back in this cupboard, and I would like to better use this space. So right now I have extra Tupperware containers. I have some accessories for an Instant Pot in this basket up here. I have manuals for everything in our house, but I think the basket is way too big for what I actually need. I have plastic silverware for parties, and some other party supplies up there. So I want to take everything out, and I think we'll put some different things in that cupboard that I don't use as much. So we haven't gotten to this cupboard yet. Don't mind the red, it's a tablecloth over the window because the lighting is horrible in here. But this cupboard has more Tupperware in it, some cloth napkins and dish towels and more Tupperware. So I have Tupperware that I use like on a daily basis in my kitchen, but I have a lot of extra Tupperware and it's in 2 different places and it needs a bigger space. So I'm going to take what I had in this cupboard and put it back, and then I'm gonna take what's in here and move it over so that it's all in one spot. What I put in the back here was a sewing machine and sewing stuff because I don't sew. Like, this is literally in case of emergency when I need to like sew an arm back on a shirt for the Halloween parade that's happening tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I've used it, okay, I've used it 0 times in the last 10 years that I've lived here. Like, it's there for legit emergency purposes. So that got shoved in the back there. That was in a different cupboard, and I'm gonna move other things to where that sewing machine was, and I'll show you that. Okay, I think we have one cupboard done. Woo! Okay, as for the little cupboard, the only thing left are cloth napkins and some towels. So I'm gonna take those out because I have an empty drawer that I'm gonna put those in. I think they'll do better in a drawer than in a cupboard. Okay, working our way around the room. This is my cleaning cupboard and it's in a great spot and everything. It works fine, but there's too much crap in there to fit in such a small cupboard. So I'm gonna have to move it to a bigger cupboard, which I think I'm gonna move it to the cupboard I had my sewing stuff in. So I'm gonna take all that stuff out and move it over to the bigger cupboard. Okay, so I have all the cleaners on this bottom shelf here in this cupboard, and then everything else is kind of here on the counter because it needs to be a little bit more organized. I need bins or something because there's a lot of small pieces that fly all over and then I can't reach and then I don't use and then it's a problem. So I need to get something for these to contain this stuff. Okay, up top on this side, basically I have these bags, which are great, but I have bags in another place too, and these just take up so much room in this cupboard. I want something better, a better option for these bags. So I'm gonna take these out and put them somewhere else for now. And then this shelf is just the dog shelf. So dog food, dog treats. I think I would like to get like a little container for the dog treats so we could just take the top off and reach in and grab something. Just makes it a little bit easier. Remember how I said I was gonna put those bags somewhere? That's where I put them. Okay, let's put them somewhere else for now. Anyway, so we're on to the lower cupboards. I do have like a, I don't even know what it's called, the place where you hang your coats and stuff. There's a name for it, I can't remember. Anyway, I have that. It's mostly good, but we'll take a look at that in a minute. And I have the coat closet, but other than that, we're done with the upper cupboards. Now it's the lower cupboards, which currently I mostly just have like overstock of paper products and cleaning stuff, things like that, which is fine, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Let's take a look. Okay, so down next to the washing machine, behind this garbage can, is a small corner cupboard that's hard to get into but has a lot of room, but I never go in. On the top shelf are vases, and I hardly ever have to go in to get a vase for flowers. You can ask my husband why. And then I have nothing on the bottom. So I think I'm just gonna leave this for now. I don't really need to put anything else in there, and the vases are fine since I never go in there. Maybe I should buy myself flowers, huh? With his money. So honestly, I don't really have any other place to put this mop, and it works just fine here, so I'm just gonna leave it here. All the other stuff that I pulled out of there, I'm gonna see if I can fit it up in that cleaning cupboard. This is the bane of my existence. I have organized this before, and it needs to be organized again. And it's the battery junk drawer. Let me lift it up so you can see. Ooh, it's a hot mess. We gotta work on that later. Okay, so down here, I basically have mostly extra stuff. And then sometimes my husband likes to get a little bit bougie and make fancy ice cubes for his old-fashioned drinks, which he almost never drinks. So we have a lot of supplies to make fancy ice cubes for drinks that he never drinks. So I don't know, this is a giant knife, by the way. I'm not gonna take the cover off, but it's a giant serrated knife to cut ice. And then he's got a special cooler. It is a whole process. It's like literally a whole process to make ice cubes. But sometimes it comes in handy and it's fun. I also down here have another giant bucket that I hardly ever use, but sometimes I might need. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that bucket out for now because I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I think I'm gonna leave the ice maker crap down here and move the extra stuff up to where the cleaning supplies were, just because it's easier to get stuff then, and see what I have. So I use that stuff more often, so I'm gonna leave this down here and put the extra stuff up top. I just realized that I have a giant knife down on the floor where my children can reach it. Oh, it's probably not good. My kids are 8 and 6, so honestly, I mean, they've never touched it yet, and I really don't think they will. They're not like crawling around down here. And if they don't have to come look for stuff in these cupboards, they will not do it. So I'm gonna keep it down here, and I think it'll be fine. And I think we're just gonna put that orange bucket right back, because why not? I have nothing else to put here. But in these cupboards, I have more overstock of mostly of paper products. For the most part, I think this is fine, except I do have some random stuff down here that I need to take out. this is kind of the point where we're about maybe halfway and I want to stop. Anyway, I think it'll get easier from here. We've already got some of the cupboards done and kind of an idea of what we're gonna do for the other cupboards. So we're getting there. Let's keep going. We can do it. Okay. So I have these two drawers. This is right above what we just did. This, and actually both of them are like dog stuff drawers. So mostly empty, but I have dog like medicine and like some Q-tips and stuff like that, ear cleaner and stuff. There's a brush, toothbrush, whatever, in this drawer. And then in this drawer is just an old dog bowl that we don't use anymore, which I'm gonna get rid of. A dog bandana, which we got for Christmas, that matches our whole family's Christmas pajamas, so I can't get rid of that. And I'm gonna put it on this side with all the other dog stuff. And then cords. I swear to you that every room in my house, this is in every room in my house. I don't know, just random cords. I don't know what this goes to. I have no idea. I bet you my husband even doesn't know what this goes to. Maybe the drone that's on the counter here, but maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I just get a little plastic bin and I put the cords in it, but they're everywhere. In this drawer, the cloth napkins and tablecloths and tea towels that I had talked about earlier. So we're gonna move those over here. Okay, we've made it to the coat closet portion of today's video. So mostly the stuff in this coat closet is winter gear and stuff that we actually don't use very often. In the winter, we pull out what we use on a daily basis and hang it on the hooks. So this is just like overflow. And then in the summertime, we just put everything in this closet. So for the most part, it's fine. It's just a little bit cluttered. So let's just take a look. So right now I have this, it's a hanger for ties or belts or whatever you want to use it for. It has a lot of hooks on it and I have used it for bags, which is great except for big bulky bags. This is like a cooler bag, which just takes up so much room. So I would like to take the big bulky bags and put them up on the shelf and then keep the thinner bags hanging on this hanger because it works fine like that. So I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm going to try and just consolidate the coats a little bit and consolidate the shoes and boots at the bottom. cubby area of the mudroom, which is good and bad, because good, we're almost done. Bad, this is where I shoved everything to get it out of the way for everything else. Let's clear out some of this junk that doesn't belong here, and then we'll take a look at the cupboards. Okay, so at the top of this cubby, I have 4 cupboards, and basically what's in those is just games. And for the most part, we don't play a lot of games. Well, actually we do, but we don't play these games. We play kids games, which are in a different place. But I do want to keep these games because I don't have anything I need to put here. They are fun when some people come over for holidays and to play games, puzzles. We do like to do puzzles a lot too, and those are fine. So those are gonna stay the way they are for now, but we're gonna take a look at the down cupboards. We basically have hats and gloves, hand warmers, things like that. And it is a bit of a mishmash. I have gone through this before and cleaned this out, but I think I might try to get some bins just to keep hats separate, mittens separate, and maybe these hand warmers separate, just so it's not all floating around in there. In this cupboard are right now just shoes that are too big for my children. So it's kind of like, these are where the shoes go that are like out of season, or they're waiting for a child to grow into them. But this is where I want to put the towels, in some baskets so that my kids can pull them out, get a towel whenever they want it. And I think what I'm going to do is take the shoes that are too big for a child, and I'm actually going to put them in their room in their closet with all the other clothes that are waiting for them to grow into them. So I'm going to take those out, and I'm going to get some baskets to put the towels in. And then I have one last drawer over here, and this has a bunch of random junk in it, mostly sunscreen, bug spray, and some other junk, a hat, some goggles. So I think maybe just a couple of baskets or bins to go in there to separate stuff out would be great. And then we'll be all set. Okay, so basically everything else that I want to do, I'm waiting for bins. So I need to go to the store and get those so we can finish everything else up. Do you see the wall back here behind me? Do you see how it's all patched up? Yeah, that's going to be another project, another video, hopefully coming soon. Now that I've kind of am getting this space organized, I want to paint it. I want to put something like a shelf along the back of the washer and dryer that hides all the cords and stuff, and maybe see if there's some hooks or something else that would work well, just to make the space look a little bit better. So that's going to be coming up in a new video, but for now I need to head to the store to get the bins to finish this project. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So quick trip to Target, and I got some bins. So now I'm going to take everything I got and organize what I had planned on, and then we'll see what everything.
doing?
Okay, well that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I feel so much better that everything is organized and in a better place, and also very, very tired. So I'm gonna go take a nap, but please hit the subscribe button because I am not done in this room. I plan to do a few more projects to spruce it up. So stick around and I'll see you next time. Bye.